All right, welcome back. Trump and Epstein, the cover up they don't want you to see. I wonder what this is about. There's an article on theatlantic.com and it says Trump's desperate move to quiet the Epstein scandal. The president tries to distract his followers with revisionist history about the Russia investigation. Last week, the Trump administration made its latest and most comically desperate attempt to distract from the Jeffrey Epstein scandal when Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard claimed that she had unearthed bombshell proof of a Barack Obama-era plot to invent the conclusion that Russia had intervened in the 2016 election to help Donald Trump. Soon after, Trump's Truth Social account circulated an AI video depicting Obama being led off to prison. The message to his followers was that this scandal, not the other scandal involving a certain wealthy sex offender, was the one to focus on. This message contains multiple levels of dishonesty. On the surface, the effort to draw attention away from Epstein is glaring. Below that lies the wild claim that Obama or his top officials might somehow be charged with crimes, and the fantasy of prosecutions rests on yet another ludicrous claim that Russia did not attempt to help Trump win in 2016. The president has managed to open a debate over whether the intelligence community's conclusion that Russia helped Trump was a crime, when in reality it was not even a mistake. All right, so I'm going to leave it at that. Who would have believed that in the first place? But
Who would have believed what?
I mean, whatever picture they were trying to paint with
Of
dragging
course, there are
Obama.
gullible. There is a critical mass of us Americans that are quite gullible.
Wow.
Remember how I play on the on this Make America Great Again MAGA office in Nigeria. There is a different meaning to being a MAGA. It means somebody is a sucker. You believe everything, you fall for it, and then that person is doomed.
Yep.
Of course, that is almost the parallel that can be drawn with the state of anomie in which Americans and America wallow at the moment. For example, we all are grown-ups when the 2016 election of Donald Trump took place. It was, he ran against Mrs. Hillary Clinton, one-time senator, one-time secretary of state. And it was glaring the influence of all kinds of individuals using manipulative tools on the social media to set the agenda and to twist the thinking of many of us Americans at that moment. At least, if not most of us, a critical mass of us were deceived. So to now want to scapegoat Barack Obama, remember last week I was telling you about how all these different topics have been spun in order to distract from the main issues of the what's it called? The unraveling of the American socio-economic order. How people have been, how the what's it called? The social security net for several American families have been taken, and then to change the topic of discussion, to change the attention, and to really make sure that Americans do not really focus on such issues. You find the bombing of nuclear facilities, a matter that did not call for America's intervention in the first place. It was a face-off between the countries of Israel and Iran. But America got involved in order to distract us. So many other things. You need to look at the queue, even look at the way the media has come under attack. Look at the fact that somebody like Stephen Colbert will no longer, come May 2026, will no longer anchor his late night show anymore on CBS. All these things are coming in the wake of the senseless and ill-advised tariff war that was self-instigated by Donald Trump. So he's capable of putting any joker out there, and you will find a critical mass of Americans latching on to it, because in their mind, and it's only in their mind and twisted imagination, that a former president, just because of his racial identity, black, the first American black president, Barack Obama, because of his race. That is why anybody will imagine that, oh, it will be matched off to, that is why anybody will generate AI stuff and say, oh, it will be matched up to prison. And you need to listen to some of our American folks when they push that agenda. Oh, Barack Obama isn't going to go, wasn't go to prison. Kamala Harris is going to go to prison and all that. They have their long list of stuff coming out of their conspiratorial school of thought. People who they think, including former President Joe Biden, who they think would be shipped off to prison. I do not know why people think that way. It is all twisted. They are getting it wrong. That they have somebody who is really turning things upside down, and they do not want to, his own, what's it called? His own ludicrous and ridiculous thought process is also finding a mix with the, with the thought process of the ordinary folks out there who think he is their savior, who think that they find a Messiah in him. But the whole thing is driven by bigotry. Somebody has a poor handle on the economy of his country. He has pushed people into all kinds of misery. He doesn't know the short way out, the short-term route to dig himself out of it. So he complicates things further. And that thing they don't want us to know. Well, because everybody is scared of being slammed with lawsuits that could lead to humongous amount of debt in in fines and what have you. But look at his former collaborators like Rupert Murdoch's Wall Street Journal going for his jugular, and how much is demanding billions of dollars from that media organization. But Rupert Murdoch, whoever thought that Rupert Murdoch would turn against Donald Trump? It's almost like the Elon Musk fiasco too. So one after the other, people are going to, queue in line to say that, no, this man is really confusing Americans, and we really do not know the real personnel of America anymore. And in order for us not to foray too far in the wrong direction, I think checks and balances are coming in somehow. That's what I can say at this moment. But as to what it doesn't want people to know, that is already out there. No matter how hard it tries to change the topic, people are really digging in, and they are saying he was an enabler. For identifying for more than 15 years with Epstein, even saying he was proud of him, describing him as a fine man and all those things in the past. They feel if they scratch further beyond the surface, there will be something tying the two of them together that Was it at any time? We can only, I mean, we don't want to, let us continue to follow the facts, particularly if things are declassified from what was kept from the grand jury earlier, what can be unearthed from the FBI files, and other possible public hearings that could at some point take place. But of course, the standard of justice that we are seeing here is laughable, and there is no precedence for it, that the Deputy Attorney General of the United States of America will go to a federal prison facility to continue to negotiate with somebody that was already slammed with 20 years prison term for being part of the sex trafficking ring that culminated in the judgment that they are trying to extricate themselves from at this point.
Right.
So we can only fold our arms and continue to watch where all this would lead. Would lead us. We want to really watch out for the culmination. But I think no matter the amount or the strength of a delicate balancing act, and no matter how they try to pull the wool on our eyes, something tells me that America's strong institutions would expose all these characters at the end of the day.
In due time. Yep.
In due course.
Yep. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Do us a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, follow, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. Also, join the conversations. What are your thoughts? Share your thoughts in the comment section. All right, let's move on. We have other trendy stories around the world. We'll be right back.